Hello everyone, my name is SmoLCatzZ and welcome back to Superflat Survival. I'm currently standing in front of a row of pots with tree saplings in them because there's something missing here. I'm actually missing two different wood types. Now, the thing about Superflat is that the only trees that'll naturally spawn in the default Superflat world are oak trees, and of course the trees in the nether. But if you want to get other types of saplings, you have to get them from the Wandering Trader. And for as long as I've been playing in this world, the Wandering Trader still has not traded me any spruce. And most recently, with the 1.20 update, there is cherry blossoms. So I would actually really like to get spruce saplings and cherry tree saplings, which we can get from the trader. But traders can take a really long time to spawn, and it's not very reliable. You have to be paying attention across your whole loaded area of the world that you're playing in to make sure that the trader is there. You have to notice it's there, and sometimes I'm just AFK in Minecraft not really paying attention. So I think we're going to build a wandering trader farm. You might be saying, a wandering trader farm? I don't think you can farm wandering traders, but actually in Minecraft you can. Or at least you can make them only spawn in a certain place. So we really should say a wandering trader spawning platform. What we're going to do is build Slicedlime's wandering trader spawner. It's basically a giant platform in the sky with a bell at the center, and all of the traders spawn in. It's the only spawnable space for them because it's high enough up off the ground that they can only spawn on that platform. And then their pathfinding walks them towards the player or towards a bell, and then they're basically put into a water stream and put into the nether. And then whenever we're done with them, well, whenever we're done AFKing, we can then go into the nether and trade with the wandering traders in there, which is super fun. So let's get started. Okay, we have all of the materials that we need. So obsidian to make another portal, some glass, some water, a bell, lots of torches and trapdoors, and then lots of building blocks. There are two different versions of this farm. One is meant for single-player worlds and one is meant for servers. We're going to build the single-player version because it's just me on Superflat and I don't need to build a gigantic structure. And then in terms of where we want to build this, we want to build it far away from anywhere that we're going to be loading in on accident, and it needs to be built high up in the air so that only wandering traders can spawn. So we're flying straight west off of the back of the terraforming project. I'm gonna fly a little bit until we're pretty sure that we're not going to be like accidentally loading this in. I mean, nothing bad's going to happen if we do load it in, but again, if I'm AFKing at it, I don't want to risk like just randomly loading in other stuff. Yeah, this looks as good as place as any. Alrighty, and we've got ourselves our coordinates, and we can start. Okay, so we're gonna pillar straight up, and we can remove this moss later. I think we're gonna pillar up until, I don't know, maybe like 132 blocks, I'm not really sure. Okay, let's go a little bit higher up. What level are we at? We're only at Y69. That's actually hilarious. It feels like we're so high up in the air, but because we were basically at the lowest possible level of the world, we're actually really far down. Okay, that should be perfect. And now we get our smooth stone. We place a block here, that's the center of our farm, and we're gonna go out 4 blocks in each direction. And then we have to go 1 more row in this direction. And then we need to go 3 in this direction. Okay, so we finished constructing our kind of catch area, and now we need to go through this portal into the Nether. Okay, so we're actually in like a pretty decent place. I'm gonna really quick take the cords of this because I'm sure I'm gonna want to make it so that I can easily get to this in the Nether from our base. Okay, so our giant floating platform in the sky is done. So we can just hop down here really quick and then kind of whoop, close that, go into our little AFK box, and I am going to AFK for the next 4 to 5 hours in hopes that this works, which seems a little ridiculous, and it kind of is, but there's no way to know if it's working if we don't give it a try. So I will see you guys in just a little bit.
5 hours later.
All right, I ended up making the platform 48 by 48. The 20 by 20 was not working, but I AFK'd overnight and we got our first wandering trader, and he has kelp. So this is the first kelp of our world, which is very exciting. Blue orchids and some fish if you want some fish, and I guess I'll just buy all this stuff too. But thank you for your service, sir. Do you want to give me all those leads? Oh, well, does anyone want a llama? Alright, so we've been AFKing here overnight for about 12 hours. I fell asleep, so that works out. We AFK'd a long time. Hopefully there are some wonderful little wandering traders on the other side of this portal, so let me grab some emeralds. And we'll go through and see if they're there. Hopefully at least 1 or 2. Maybe 1 will have spruce. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. This is, at least 3 or 4, I think. The llamas are in our way, so, don't look. Okay, it looks like we have about 4 wandering traders in here. Let's see what we got. Some red sand, okay, some flowers. Mangrove cherry! Oh, this guy has cherry. Mangrove moss ice. Okay, what do you got, sir? Last one. Glowstone, lily pads, some bucket of pufferfish. Okay, so we got cherry wood though, so that's really exciting. All right, let's trade away. All right, sir, I'm gonna take your lily pads. Oh, I'm gonna take your tulips because those don't spawn naturally, and I'm gonna take your buckets of pufferfish. And everything else I don't care about. Pink tulips, sure. Some rooted dirt and cherry saplings. Oh, the cherry saplings is so exciting. Red sand, for sure. That's our first red sand. All right. And who haven't I traded with? You? Yes. Some black dye. Moss. I don't really need it, but I'll just buy it. Might as well get stuff from these guys. So many wandering traders. Wild. Well, that was a very successful AFK session. I think we're gonna go AFK again in hopes of continuing to get more wandering traders. Yeah, don't look. Don't look. I AFK'd about 12 hours last night, overnight. This is the 5th time that I've... Oh, hello, llamas. This is the 5th time that I've AFK'd for a very long period of time. Nope. Dark oak, red sand. Is there any more wandering traders? Are there only the 2? Really? Wandering traders, why? How many llamas are there? 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, 4. So just the 2. Well, I'll take the red tulips and the lilies of the valley, some red sand, and this. Well, that's my whole inventory. That's really unfortunate. I was really hoping this would finally be the one where we got Spruce, but I guess I'm gonna have to keep AFKing. Even more. One of the things we did get from our time with the Wandering Trader are cherry saplings, which I'm very excited about, because now that means we can grow some cherry trees. Oh, they're so pretty with the bushy leaves and the particles. I love it. So let's chop a few cherries down. I think there's another log there. It's very hard to see where the logs are with the bushy leaves pack. I may disable that while we're tree chopping. But there it is, our first ever cherry. But I think my plan is we're going to use these as part of our castle build and also do a little bit of decorative fun with them. Thank you all so much for watching today. I've had so much fun messing with the Wandering Trader. The Wandering Trader in Superflat is actually an amazing mechanic, and it can be so useful in getting you resources that otherwise wouldn't be available to you, but it's also a pain. As we all know, I think I AFK'd probably about 60 hours in total for this episode, just for the Wandering Trader, and I still haven't gotten any Spruce, but I did get Cherry. So, you know, we'll take it. But since we did get Cherry, I decided to do something really pretty with it, and these are the crystal pools. That's what I'm calling them. They're full of tropical fish that I got also from the Wandering Trader. And had lots of cherry trees. I haven't finished building these. This is just like a start to it, you know, just a few pools. I'm thinking these are going to probably go a little bit wider, and then maybe they'll basically like be a sheer cliff and then go straight up and then kind of flatten out to go up to the castle. but I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it looks really pretty. It's a good excuse to use some of the things we have. I have all these flowers I've gotten, all these tropical fish, you know, the puffer fish, all that stuff. And of course the cherry looks super pretty up here. So I'm really happy with this. I think it looks super cool. It was a fun excuse to build something pretty and to like kind of change up the terraforming project and have it not just be this sort of bare cliff that I've been doing in a lot of places. But thank you all so much for watching. I had a great time. I've been SmoLCatzZ. If you enjoyed watching this episode, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out. I would really greatly appreciate it. But thank you all so much. We'll see you next time.